Hey Taurus, it's Heather here with Earth Empress. I hope you guys are doing fantastic on this Thursday. This is going to be your mid-September general overall spread. It's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Taurus. And if you're cross-watching, welcome. You could very well be resonating with the Taurus energy that's coming through. As always, cards are gender fluid. It is solely about energy. And divine timing comes into play for all of this, so timing is fluid, we know that. What else? Personal readings, Instagram, Facebook, schedule, all that good stuff you can find in the description box down below. All right, I'm going to do one more shuffle, and then we're going to hop into it. I will say I saw the Death card come out in my pre-shuffle. It came out once, and then I cut the deck and shuffle, and I saw it 4 times. So, sorry, Taurus. I'm not saying you're going through like some literal insane metamorphosis, but some of you could be really releasing, whether it's toxic cycles, toxic people. You could be transforming, coming into your power, coming into your divine, soul power within your discernment as well. But there was definitely that Death card that kept just wanting to peek out at me. Daughter of Pentacles. Okay, so this is Page of Pentacles in General Tarot. This is an opportunity coming in. Feels like it's something that could possibly turn into long-term potential. It could be you guys going towards a new career, new hobby, trying to really build and work towards something that you see potential in. It could also be an offer coming in. There you are. Okay, Taurus. In your power. Mother of Pentacles, she is grounded, she is solid, she is nurturing, she is genuine and loving. The thing about earth signs that I always hear from everyone is that, especially Taurus, and being a Taurus, I'm actually told this quite a bit, it's that, your energy is very soothing. It's very calming with people. You're just laid back 95% of the time, unless you have something crazy in your chart, which happens. You tend to have a very soothing presence for people. I don't know where that's coming from, but somebody needed to hear it. It's like this is a slow and steady build, and you're okay with it. You're just sitting there, waiting on the fruits of your labor to come through. You're waiting. Empress. Okay, there you are again, Taurus. I told you, this is maybe this is part of the transformation. You get an opportunity to really embrace yourself for who you are, stand in your divine power. Do something creative with your time, really represent and embrace that divine feminine energy within you and use it to create beauty. I don't know where I'm getting that from. It's like you're creating something, whether it's something for yourself, a hobby that you want to turn into a career, something you're passionate about, could be a relationship, could be literally pouring love into yourself, living more from your heart. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, you do have opportunities. Look there. I feel like you're attracting them because you're stepping into this power. You get the potential, you see it, you put in the work, you sit, you wait. And you're starting again to reap the benefits from all of the labor that you've done, like all of the time and effort, energy you've put into other people, other situations, work, career, family. It's time for you to finally reap some of those benefits because energetically you are just on fire right now. The Empress energy, again, the Mother of Pentacles, like I said, she's sitting there. She's sitting pretty. She's just waiting on things to come in. Empress, again, she sits. She doesn't go out and chase. She doesn't do anything like that. So if, this is you in romance, you could be sitting and waiting on something to come in. Something that has the potential to build. And if it's career, it's something that has a long-term potential, like I said earlier. Long-term really fulfills your heart, fulfills your soul. I'm going to take that one. Let's see what else we can get. That one wants to come out. Temperance. There is the Death card. Told you it was coming, right? And Temperance, which is good because I do feel like it is transformation. You're getting opportunities to transform your life, to transform yourself from the inside out, to balance out. This one wants to come out. 4 Swords. I feel like some of you have been, I don't want to say you're exhausted waiting, but it's like you've been so stagnant and waiting on something for so long that you're like, is this shit ever gonna happen? Is this ever gonna come in? Is it ever gonna be the right time? Temperance is about divine timing and healing too. It's going within too. Four of Swords is going within. Seven of Swords reversed. I'm gonna take that Nine of Cups upright. You've grown past some kind of, whether it was a deceptive situation, whether it was an issue of, well, not an issue, but it feels like you're living more from your soul right now than you are ego, which is beautiful. You still have ego intact. You have to have it intact on some level to survive in this damn world. But I feel like the masks are coming off. You're seeing clarity. You're leaving behind the shit that doesn't serve you because you see where you're headed. It's like you know it's there. That wish fulfillment, you know it is right around the corner. You can feel it in your bones. You can feel the shift. You can feel literally you balancing out, leveling up. Some of you could be going through an ascension process, hitting another level of enlightenment or spirituality within yourselves, deeper connection to source. Whatever it is for you, you've been going within. You're overcoming. I mean, I have no other way to say that other than any toxic shit that you had before in your life, you're releasing it. And it's not even a battle. I see nothing about battling. I see transformation. I see healing. I see abundance coming in, beautiful abundance, divine power coming into play. I do not see any bit of fighting it. It's like that. Maybe that's why you guys are sitting. You're sitting, you're meditating, you're chilling. You're like, I can't fight this change anymore. I'm not gonna. It's time. It's time to release. It's time to move forward. It's time to build. Three of Pentacles. As Taurus, we like to build the strong, stable, sturdy structures. And if it's something that was Seven of Swords upright, it's not really stable. It's not sturdy. It's not gonna last. Eight of Swords reversed. Coming out of it, yes. That's been the key. It's like the vision that you see, the potential you see ahead. This offer comes in and you're like, oh no, I'm not even gonna fucking stress about it anymore. It's time to go. It's time to go in the direction that I'm called to be. I do feel like you guys have a very divine guidance right now. Like you are really connecting with source and spirit. Okay. Transformation. I love that these are both cards of transformation. And I'm going to get a little, well, I'm going to get a little Gemini on you right now and give you some facts that probably are useless, but whatever. I feel like it resonates for the message. Death card and then the Hanged Man. Obviously, both cards about transition. This is about the ending of a cycle to build something else up. This, again, is the ending of a cycle, the completion of a cycle to bloom, to move from within. Fun fact that I did not know until recently that a caterpillar, when they turn into a butterfly, they turn into goo. They completely destruct. They're basically destroyed to nothing almost. And then they turn into this amazing creature that is beautiful and magnetic and high-flying and just so spectacular. And I feel like that's really fitting for you guys right now because I feel like that's what you're doing. Everything you've been releasing has served a greater purpose. The pain that you felt before was to bring awareness and discernment, and I feel like a recognition really on your self-worth and who you are and what you deserve. Four of Wands. You could have a balancing out of a situation when it comes to a relationship. This could also be a very soul-deep connection that comes in as part of this wish fulfillment, part of this opportunity. It comes in and it comes in because you transform, because you've healed. With Temperance there too, balance was needed for this connection to come together, or balance was needed for this relationship to find strong, sturdy, stable ground. Hanged Man is about perspective too, so you needed to hang back and really look at the bigger picture when it comes to this connection. Six of Wands, victory. Yeah, energetically, it's like, yeah, you might have given. You could have gotten or given. Take it as it resonates. Page of Pentacles is like giving an offer, giving something, and just sitting and waiting. Just waiting for it to pan out, waiting for things to come in. You put your little energy out there, your effort, and then you were just waiting on a transformation to take place, waiting for things to shift, or someone did, and they were waiting on things to shift, because victory is here at the end of the day. It's like, okay, I'm going to go within. I'm not going to stress about this. I'm not going to deplete myself. I can't deplete myself anymore. I've already been through those situations. You know, it's learning the lessons along the way. But you have gone in, taken time, been patient, as a Taurus would, right? And really had these amazing healing energies come in. It's like the universe stepped in and it's like, okay, you're going to take a seat. Cool. Let us take the reins for now. Like, let us sit in the driver's seat for a while. You just do your thing and ride in the passengers. And I feel like that has, Two of Cups, benefited immensely. Seven of Cups, reverse, Two of Cups. You're no longer confused about what you want emotionally at all. I feel like you know this connection. If this is Two of Cups, 4-1's connection, it's soul deep, it's soul driven, it's heavily karmic, not in a negative sense. This is past lives kind of connection that come back around. Sometimes we have to work through our shit in order for these connections to come back together. A lot of the times that's exactly how it pans out. Yeah. Mother of Pentacles, Seven of Swords reverse, Two of Cups. Yeah. Had to take place. Had to release the old pain, the old hurt, the old mindset in order for this to come together, whether it was you or the other person. I see Taurus, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Virgo energy right there for me. Those are the only specifics I see other than the actual, Four of Wands, Seven of Swords, things like that. So earthy, watery energy, Star card, healing. That's what this opportunity brought you, or will bring you. It might not have happened for you yet. You might not even know what I'm talking about. It might resonate a month from now. You never know. Healing, though. Divine healing. Again, spiritual interference here, heavily on a situation in order to bring forth healing. You're no longer anxiety ridden over this. You're no longer worrying. You're no longer stressing. You trust that the opportunity is going to present itself when it's time. And having that innate trust in the universe usually brings you exactly what you want, because that leads you to the point of surrender. And when you're able to surrender the outcome, the expectation in a situation, that's when you truly surrender. And that's usually when you have healed. Daughter of Wands. So, passionate offer coming in. I'm going to throw another card down. Could be from Scorpio, Virgo, Pisces. But it's like they've seen you grow. They've seen the growth in you. They've recognized the growth in you. Six of Wands, again, somebody recognizing the beauty within a connection or the beauty within someone. The potential. Whether it's you or someone else recognizing it, it's there. It might be both of you. I don't know why mine always turn into love readings, guys. I don't mind it, though. I don't mind reading for love. High Priestess, yeah. There's this innate knowing internally that this situation is going to balance out, that this connection is going to be healed, and that there is potential moving forward for wish fulfillment. It's like this, especially with Four of Wands. I don't ever just jump to Twin Flame, like 11-11, or deep soul tie, karmic things. But it could be. You have Four of Wands here. You have the Star healing. You have the Empress here on the table. You have the High Priestess. You got the Two of Cups. You got the Six of Wands. You got Temperance. You got the Death card. Immense transformation from the inside out. Balancing out both of your energies. Wish fulfillment coming through. No longer anxiety ridden. No longer worried about if this is coming in or not. Just patiently waiting, sitting still, blossoming yourself, blooming within. Balancing out connection. Victory coming in. Seeing the potential there. Seeing the opportunity. Seizing the moment. Two of Cups, Star, healing within a connection that's divinely guided. And then an opportunity comes in and you're able to see past just the fact that it's just a Page of Wands. Because some people, they're like, oh, well, that's just a little offer. Oh, no, I feel like you innately know that whether it's you or the other person making this gesture, it's like you know internally on the inside, just subconsciously in this connection period, that healing has occurred, balance has been restored, potential is there, and you know that this little offer, this little offer, is something that really could lead to a lot of beautiful things in your life. I do feel like that heavily. And maybe you guys have a connectedness. With Temperance here, 4 of Wands, the High Priestess, there's a lot of marrying going on. That's a 2, that's a 4. Temperance, I mean, it's all about balance, irregardless. There could be some divine mirroring going on here. It's like you both know this connection. You both see it for what it is. You both know the balance needs to come in. You both know it's about divine timing. And sometimes that's... I'm sorry, I'm starting to channel really heavily. Sometimes that's the best place to be, because that's when you can really move forward, both with an understanding. Told you. I told you. Sorry. That was such a Libra moment. I'm so sorry. It's like Taurus fights with the Cancer, fights with the Gemini in me, and then the Libra comes out when I get emotional. Sometimes something that seems small can lead to something really big. Can lead to a lot of beautiful blessings in your life. Don't take things at face value in this connection. There's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of intensity here. There's a lot of growth. There's a lot of potential. I'm sure at one point there was a lot of heartache. But there is so much potential here moving forward. I can't make this up. 10 of Pentacles. I mean, Taurus, like I'm legitimately excited about this reading, because this is to get these reversed. Because here's the thing with this connection. Oh, look, 3 of Pentacles wanted to pop out. We saw it earlier. Building a foundation, laying down the groundwork. The thing within this... Lovers, bottom of the deck. So what was I about to say? The thing with this connection is, it doesn't surprise me when you had 3 of Swords pop up, or 7 of Swords pop up, or 8 of Swords, or 9 of Swords, because in this kind of connection that causes this much growth and movement forward into your soul's purpose, you're going to have doubts, you're going to have stress, you're going to have anxiety, you're going to have worry. What I really find fascinating here is that you've reached a point within yourself where you are so healed. I feel like you're not triggered in anxiety anymore. You're not triggered in worry. You're not obsessing. You're not wondering if this is going to happen. You're not worried. You're not checking in every day. You've given it. You've surrendered. And that is how you surrender. You do it no holds barred. You do it with no intentions other than to just say, look, I'm not going to worry about this anymore. I'm not saying you never wonder, but when you do, there's no anxiety, there's no worry, there's no stress. You're like, oh, I hope they're doing okay. I hope life's going good. I hope they're on their journey. I hope they're finding themselves. That's the beauty in this kind of connection, and that's exactly where you're at. So congrats, Taurus, first of all. Kudos to you, because that is a phenomenal spot to be at. I do want to grab one more card. The Lovers is here. What else can we get? Father of Cups wants to pop out. Father of Swords. 5 of Cups reversed. So no longer staying in your feelings. 2 of Pentacles. Daughter of Cups. Indecision. Whether or not to come forward with love. Okay. Just give me one. What card do you want to give me? Meh. 10 of Wands. Burdens have been dropped. That's what it is. You're not energetically burdened by this anymore. That's the key. That's what you guys have figured out. At the end of the day, that's what you have. I feel like you've both released the worry, the stress, and the situation. And you're no longer energetically burdened by it. You're just literally patiently waiting, working on yourself, healing yourself, transforming. Of course, you're going to have the card of peace, right? Come on now. You have assessing and peace. So let's see. I turned right next to it too. That's good. Peace of mind is one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves. Refuse drama and do not freely engage with people who use drama as a weapon. Stop fighting. Allow yourself to rest for a while. When we let what we no longer need go, we make room for peace. We are an anxious bunch, us modern folk, that's true. We are constantly stimulated or not stimulated enough. We find it hard to sleep, and for some, we self-medicate with food, devices, drama, and work. We seek peace, but we don't know how to go about it particularly well. That's true. Peace can begin with a series of decisions we make. We can decide what we can't control, and we can decide we can't control everything. I love that. What you will find is that most of your situations or issues are under the second heading. The Stoic advise that the things listed in the second heading that you cannot control, they are literally out of your control, therefore need to be released. Oh, I like that. We can be more focused and mindful about what we are doing in real time. We can place ourselves deliberately in sessions in quiet, beautiful, and peaceful environments. We can learn what for us brings our body rest and peace. We can choose to not do the head miles of worry. Like I said, worry is, after all, chewing gum for the mind. Not really nutritious in any way, but something to do. I love that. I think that's what I'm going to title this reading, actually. Oh, that's funny. Chewing gum is for the mind. Probably not, but I find that kind of hilarious because it's true. But you guys are still at peace. It doesn't even matter. It is time to assess your current position. You must make sure your blind spots are revealed and that you are honest with others and yourself. Sometimes the hard decision is the best decision. You should be able to assess and move quickly based on it. You have begun your journey, and now it's time to assess where you are and what to do next. You have made a decision. You have worked and walked the path for some time, and yet you understand that in every journey, it's a wise action to check the map. Sometimes we go along a pathway and we keep going even if it seems that way is no longer the right way for us. Sometimes we feel we have gone too far to turn around, and so we settle on a journey and destination that don't really suit or satisfy us. However, if we had just had some courage, we could have reassessed as we went and perhaps ended up somewhere else, somewhere better. I love that. All right, I'm going to grab one of the Mystical Shaman Oracle cards. Oh, Taming the Wind and Flow. Of course, you guys are going to get Flow, right? All right, so let's see what this Taming the Wind card's about. Thunder. It's like right here stuck to this other page. Okay. Taming the Wind. Here, the feather, a symbol that is used in clearing ceremonies for smudging, reminds you of the sacred commitment you make to your life. This is a symbol of consciously bringing the spiritual into the material, infusing the world with reverence, an acknowledgement of the higher planes of existence that influence and animate all life. The feather is a symbolic reminder of deliberately entering into a partnership with the Great Spirit to co-create for the highest good of all. It's time to clear your energy, be present, and become conscious of how you communicate. This is a good time to write in a journal and put your thoughts into cohesive form. Perhaps you need to actually do a smudging ceremony in your home. Just remember that when Taming the Wind appears as a symbol, it is time to honor the Great Spirit with reverence and respect. Then we have Flow. Let's see what Flow is about. Kind of have a hunch, but there is a natural movement of events in the world. You can see it in phenomena such as the tide, the ebb, and the flow of the oceans and rivers that rise up from the earth and flow to the sea. The symbol of flow represents the effortless and natural movement toward a certain destination. That's what's going on for you guys. It signifies an ability to gracefully move around obstacles and remind you of the sense of allowing. That's surrender. When flow comes to visit, it's a sign that your intentions have been in motion. Now it's time to allow nature to run its course. You are being called to effortless movements and the path of least resistance. It's like being within music, flowing within partnership. Think of the artist who creates without guile or craft, calling creativity up from the soul and bringing it to life without effort. You are called to be like a river, knowing the fulfillment of destiny is assured. Enjoy the ride. Okay, Taurus, that's what it is. Enjoy the ride. That's your reading for mid-September. I hope you guys have a fantastic week ahead, and I will see you guys next week. Love and light.